Hello, good morning, Near. We're going to take a couple of minutes, wait for some people to join in. If you want to scan that QR code, you can hop on and browse all the wonderful projects that were submitted into this hackathon. If you hold a Legion SBT, you can vote on them. Just getting a few things signed up. Hey, hello. Good to see ya. Let's get this started. I'm with ya. Gonna wait. Gonna wait a bit longer. I think that we don't have the link out to the right thing. Let's see, where are you? Looks like we're getting everybody from YouTube, but are we posted to X right now? If you are tuning in from X, please comment. Let us know if you can see us. Good morning. Good to see you. Go ahead and join that community vote. Let's upvote some things. Let me know. Oh, hey, UTIC is here. Nice. Good to see you. UTIC was one of the projects. It was a decentralized video sharing. I think it utilized Nova. Good morning, Manza. GM Raul, good to see you. I still don't think that we're streaming live to X yet. I see a whole lot of YouTube, but not any X. So bear with me as we get this sorted. Oh yeah, okay. So somebody's watching it from the broadcast from X, but for some reason I don't. Oh, there you are. Okay, cool. So we're streaming everywhere we need to be. Okay. Hey, good to see ya. Good to see ya. Jakub, welcome in. Solanier. Neptune AI is here. Another great project that was submitted. Shadow Corp is here. They did Zero, the private browser. Paul is here. Check out War of Cards. Team Smart Pay SDK is here. Solid. Good morning, Vital Point. That one is Argus. I see the numbers going up. We'll give it one more minute, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, cool. We got that going. There we go. Now it looks like it's set up. This makes a lot more sense. Yes, we're cooking. All right, I think we are good to get started. So let's kick this off. Last chance, I'm going to switch aside, but scan that QR code. You'll be brought to the community vote page. You can browse all the projects, check them out. You can vote on them. If you hold a Legion SBT, let's get started. So this is the Innovation Sandbox Awards. We are going to do an overview of what this hackathon was all about. We're going to have a couple of words and thank you to our sponsors and partners. We're going to do the awards and then some next steps. So the Innovation Sandbox, it was a 21-day global virtual hackathon. We were focusing on shipping production-ready products that meaningfully leverage NEAR. This involved, these tracks were focused on decentralized AI, privacy-preserving consumer apps, intent-driven commerce, and projects were meant to leverage the NEAR AI private cloud, NEAR intents, shade agents, and NEAR protocol's unique capabilities such as its account model, chain signatures, and global contracts. The results is we had 485 participants, 85 projects submitted. We had over 20K in bounties. This included 3 ecosystem sponsors who we will hear from soon. And then we had 6 workshops with over 250K engagements. It was a lot of fun. We had some sponsors, HotPay, Ping, and Nova, each with their own track sponsor. And then we had some partners. Shout out to Funding the Commons. Funding the Commons is a global platform dedicated to advancing public goods funding. They really helped us out in organizing this whole hackathon. And we also had James come on at the last final workshop, the last office hours, had some great review of projects, kind of learned about what the whole program was about. Big shout out to them. Thank you for helping organize all this. And then also PL Genesis, who has a special track to keep you building past this hackathon, which we'll get a word from later at the end of this presentation. So for judges, these projects were judged by NEAR DevHub and NEAR AI. So this includes Joe Spano and the great folks at NEAR DevHub, and then the NEAR AI team lended a hand here as well, checking out the projects and looking at each of them. So thank you. How projects were evaluated on technical execution. I've shown this slide quite a few times, but we focused on technical execution. So a sound architecture, thoughtful implementation, reliable execution, the user experience of the app. So how did it look from the user's perspective? The impact and usefulness of the app. If it addressed a real problem and a credible path to adoption, the completeness and functionality of the app. So how ready was it at the end of the program? And then I've added one more here just because I think it's relevant and I hope it paints a picture. So we also evaluated them on the relevance to the track. There were a lot of really great projects that were submitted, but we have to keep in mind what the tracks were asking for. And ultimately a lot of these last decisions kind of boiled down to how well did the project fit the track that it was being built for. So we had, just to go over the prizes that we will be announcing, there was so $3,500 per track. We had the 3 main tracks, so it's $3,500 each. There's a $2,500 only on NEAR bonus, and then $2,000 cross-track bonuses. And I just want to make this clear that there's 1 award per track and then 2 awards additional. So there is 1 track that will not have an additional runner-up. And then we have our ecosystem bounties, Nova, HotPay, and Ping, which we'll bring on to announce the winners. So I'm going to bring on Julian from Nova. Take it away.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yep.
All good. All right. So thanks for having me, Elliot. Yeah, just a quick word about Nova. So I built Nova as an SDK for anyone to be able to plug and play easily some decentralized backend service into their dApps. And I was expecting from this hackathon to see how builders start using Nova. And I'm really happy because we had 18 projects who integrated Nova in their code. There are some very interesting things. So if you want, we can go with announcing the winners. Thank you. So on my side, I have selected Private Rag, Proof of Pulse, and Private Finance as my winners. Private Rag because the market is huge and will keep growing. They are proposing a tool for enterprises. I believe that enterprises willing to integrate AI into their workflows, but without leaking private data is a huge market. And so that's the main reason. Of course, the app technically is very good and is very well done. Proof of Pulse, the market is more niche. They are proposing a solution to fight fraud on move to earn apps. But what I like is that the problem is really clearly identified. And also we have one big competitor, that's the Sweat app in the Near ecosystem. So I really want to give a chance to Proof of Pulse to maybe move on the next step. If we can make the bridge with Sweat, that would be awesome. And then Private Finance, honestly, it's a very well done app. The UX is simple but straightforward. It has the interesting features that you could expect from a private portfolio application. And so, yeah, I think this app is for everyone, and I really like how it's working.
Nice. Thank you very much. I also enjoyed looking at all the Nova bounties. I thought there were a lot of really good submissions here. But thank you, Julian. I'm going to bring you down.
Yep.
All right. So now, next, to announce the hot bounty, I'm going to bring on Georgie. How's it going, Georgie?
Hi, everybody. Do you hear me well?
Yep, can hear you great.
Yeah, thanks, Elliot. So I'm a part from Hot Labs. Hot Labs is a set of projects for decentralized payments, starting from decentralized bridges to decentralized exchange, NFT marketplace, and HotPay is just one of the products that we have. Simply saying, HotPay is the way to generate a link for you to receive a payment. And I would expect solutions ranging from very basic to just generate a link to get the money, and it integrates into an application flow, or maybe an application that is built around the idea that there are many people that can pay you throughout the link, and etc., etc. And we are ready to move to the winners.
Cool.
And so we decided to go with two. They present us best in the narrative of AI agents. One of them is CloudBot Skills, and another one is a wrapper for ChatGPT also. And they both utilize generating a link and receiving payments. And I really like it's the right time to go with the narrative. So kudos to the projects.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you very much. That was great. All right, so I'm going to bring you down. Move on to Ping. Okay, Jay, I'm going to bring you on up. There you go.
What's good, Elliot? How's it going?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm pumped about the hackathon.
Go ahead. Tell us what Ping is.
So, yeah, let me jump in. So, Ping essentially is the orchestration layer for anything to anything payments. Teams can use Ping to accept and automate payments across any chain or fiat through our APIs, our on-ramp, and our Ping links. When it came to the bounty for the hackathon, we really wanted to see people build things like an application, an agent, or a SaaS workflow that used Ping to accept or route these payments across fiat and crypto. Whether that used our on-ramp or generated or managed payments through the Ping API or Ping links, especially with new product experiences, which can be unlocked through AI now. I was really excited to see how this went. And I'm pretty happy to say we got a bunch of submissions, which I really liked, many of which leverage ping in a load of different ways. So let's get them announced.
Cool.
So we got 3 winners. The first winner is Crixin AI, which is an AI clone that can write replies and posts on socials in one click, automate content calendars and brand strategies in Notion. I thought this was super cool, being able to have kind of your agent plan content or strategies while you code or do other things. I think that's a great unlock for small teams. They used Ping for payments in their pro and agency plans, which seemed a really logical extension for their business model and product, and was just a great overall use of Ping here. Second winner is actually a double winner across the boundaries, near skills for OpenClaw, which allows agents to chat. You can control agents in chat in order to receive crypto payments and swap using your intents. I love the demo. I thought it looked super easy to use as an end user too. I think the near get pay skill to accept payments with Ping and Hot is, as both options, was really slick. I thought this was a really good job, so well done. And then the final winner was Carbo, which is a privacy-first trading dashboard with a marketplace for encrypted strategies. I thought the demo was great again, and I also thought this was a great example of using Nova as well. The strategies could be purchased using Ping checkouts, and you could also top up your account using the Ping on-ramp. So use kind of 2 examples of Ping tech there. So yeah, each winner takes home $500. Thank you for all the submissions. This was really fun to be part of. Any builder that tinkered or used Ping during the sandbox, thank you so much. This was fun.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming on, Jay. I'm going to bring you
No
in.
worries. Thanks for having me, man.
All right. That wraps up our ecosystem bounties. Thank you so much for everybody that applied to them. It's always really great when we are able to work with these ecosystem bounties, because I feel like it really puts them to the test. I think you're able to kind of explore a lot about these products that you're trying to integrate, and it's really useful for everybody involved. So thank you again. So now to talk about the main tracks. So the big winners. The first one is private web and private life. So this was focusing on building consumer apps where privacy is a focus. Specifically, that privacy is a necessary feature in order to make this app what it is. Something that could be returned to every day. Yeah. So without further ado, the runner-up for this is Attest AI. So safe and audible and private AI for governments. The judges liked that. So it was a desktop near AI app. It had a printable QR code proof, so you could trace sources. The judges thought that at its core, it was a solid model for proper products building on near AI. And they're really excited to see it break into the space. Would like to see this project continue, and ideally use this foundation as like, what other products can you build from this idea with real world applications. So congratulations to Attest AI. That is $1,000. The next one, the main track winner is Argus. Strategic Intelligence Reimagined. This was, it had a really unique passkey feature for secure data transfer. I would really encourage folks to check it out when you log in. And we went through the code and we verified it. This team published their own package that, like, essentially you can use a passkey to log in and create a near account and be able to sign transactions via MPC network. And it had this layer of privacy on it where you could be very anonymous. And we thought that was really unique, especially to the purpose of this product, which is like crowdsourcing on the ground news from protected sources. So we thought that was a really unique capability. It had near AI integration as well into it, and yeah, would recommend checking it out. Okay, next, so that rounds out the private web and private life. Congratulations, Argus, with $3,500. Next track is AI that works for you. So this one was focusing on autonomous agents, something that could that was maybe doing some tasks for you as you were going on. Sorry, I could describe that better. But it needed to leverage Near's AI stack, the private cloud, private chat, and autonomous. This idea of autonomous execution, AI that's doing a job very well. So first, runner-up was Nest Home, private home care for those who mattered the most. This was a really cool project. You should check it out. It's like an elderly care app that was hooked up with a Raspberry Pi. So if you go and you see their demo and you go onto their website too, it recognizes faces and processes audio. It has a long time running camera that can be hooked up into watching a room where an elderly patient could be, and it'll recognize them. It'll recognize the patient and the caregiver, and it'll be able to give you updates on what is happening. It was all verifiably private in how it leveraged Near AI in the cloud. And we thought this was a really unique use case for this track. So congratulations, Nest Home, $1,000. Next, the winner to take it home is Clinker, Chat with Intent. Just thought this was a really cool project. You enter an intent into it, and then the agents will interact with each other to solve the intent on your behalf. So as you can see, like in this image and what he does in this demo, these two agents, he like says that he wants something. I think he says that he wants to buy a Coke, and his agent will interact with other agents on his behalf, and all the agents have their own wallets, and so they actually can transact on each other. And we thought that was really applicable for AI that works for you. So congratulations, Clinker, for you're taking home $3,500. Okay, for the next track, Open Society from Finance to the Real World. So this one was focusing on stablecoins, real-world assets, tokenized assets, and near intents, turning real-world facts into reliable on-chain outcomes. Something that was really emphasized here in probably every workshop was this focus on oracles. Building oracles on Near is, Near's technology is very good for building oracles because of this concept called yield resume. And so this was a really, this ultimately judged this track was this usage of an oracle. So congratulations to Nest, an optimistic oracle on Near. This was actually kind of twofold. So this was a concept for decentralized data or decentralized oracles on Near. And then it also shipped a prediction market product to go with it to prove the oracles and how they were built and how they would use. And so we thought this was a really unique project, and especially in how it used this turning real world facts into on-chain executions. Congratulations to the team. You're taking home $3,500. Thank you very much. Okay, and then the last one is the Only on Near bonus bounty. So this was a project that had an exceptional use of near native capabilities such as the account model, chain abstraction, off-chain computation patterns, and shade agents or code hash attestation. Really the most like technologically advanced project we probably saw in the whole hackathon, which was really cool. This one was Delibera, privacy preserving multi-agent voting on Near. This one is really cool. It autonomous AI agents, it had like a persistent memory using some service that I forget what the name of it was, but these worker agents work together to do autonomous style governance, and they have a shared memory between them. And in order to make all this possible, it leveraged TE code hash attestation via shade agents. So each worker is deployed as a shade agent. it had yield resume to coordinate and listen to each other during when voting. And then all of the deliberation that was happening within a worker was private and verifiable via Near AI. So we thought this was a very fitting choice for this track and how much it used the Near technology and really demonstrated something that is only possible on Near. So congratulations to Libra, $2,500. Well done. So unfortunately, that is all the prizes, but congratulations to all of the winners. Thank you so much for participating. This has been a long journey, and I know how much it how it feels to be a part of a hackathon and to spend so much time on it and to submit to prizes and all of that type of thing. So thank you so much for participating. There are a lot of you projects that I've tried to reach out directly to talk about. There's some others that I still owe some messages to, but please don't stop building yet. A big motivation of this hackathon is to keep it going. So shout out to the community vote. There were a lot of really good projects that were here. The engagement was great. We loved seeing all the different the comments and the upvotes and the sharing around. Unfortunately, a lot of these projects didn't place, and that kind of comes from the message that I mentioned earlier, which was maybe that they weren't exactly applicable to the tracks, or they didn't meaningfully leverage or feel like they leveraged the right tech stack in order to do what they did. But I've reached out to a couple of these, and I'll reach out to the rest of them as well. So thank you so much for participating. There were a lot of really great projects in this hackathon. And now, so for some next steps, we don't want these projects to go to waste. We want to make sure that builders keep on building, and we want you to be engaged in the Legion. So the Vote app is getting an upgrade. So we'd like you to link your project, your Near account with the project. I'll give some more details on that later. And that's just so that we can kind of like keep a tab on you and know how you are building, and we can continue to provide feedback and engagement to your projects. I want you to share your feedback about this hackathon. I'll try and get a form out there so that you guys can share your feedback anonymously. I want to hear how you think it went, what you think could go better. Join the Legion. That is Near's community squad. Do get involved. You know, the community vote succeeded as much as it did because of the activity that came from the Legion, and it's a really great community to be involved in. And then finally, don't stop building. The building doesn't stop here. I'm actually going to bring on Neoma from PL Genesis to go over to the next slide. Although I got to find her first. There you are.
Hello. Hi, Elliot. How's it going?
Going well. Ready to go to bed.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, first, I want to say huge congrats to all the winners of the Innovation Sandbox Hackathon. Really, really cool to see what everyone's built. I'm going to be diving into the projects and just kind of getting into the details more. But really quickly, I want to highlight one of the pathways that builders from Innovation Sandbox can keep working on their projects if you guys want to. So I'm Noma. I'm representing Protocol Labs. PL Genesis is our hackathon, our flagship hackathon series. Last year, we had a hackathon themed modular worlds. This was really focused on the building blocks of the internet. We collaborated with Near on that one. And this year, we are back for more with the Frontiers of Collaboration hackathon. So what's really, really cool about this hackathon is that we have 2 tracks, one for fresh code and one for existing code. So that really brings me to my point here about how builders can double down with Near and PL Genesis. So if anyone is thinking, oh, wow, like I really, really like what I built, I want to carry this on, I want to get support to carry this on, then you can scan the QR code in this slide to join the PL Genesis Hackathon. So we have attached a bounty booster of sorts of $500 for the best new or continued projects coming from the Innovation Sandbox Hackathon. But that's not all. So if you scan this QR, you join the hackathon, you make some meaningful progress on your project from Innovation Sandbox, you also gain exposure to a 150K plus prize pool. So there is already 100K set aside for our fresh and existing code categories, and then 50K plus from additional sponsor bounties from our focus area tracks. Protocol Labs is really, really keen on 4 key frontier tech domains: Web3, crypto, AI, and neurotech. So I know a lot of folks here are building within the realms of Web3, crypto, AI. So just submitting, that project from Innovation Sandbox with some meaningful progress made gives you exposure to, this massive prize pool. But that's not all. If we could see the next slide.
Yep.
Builders also get exposure to an incredible pathway to turn their projects from prototype to a seed-ready company. So Protocol Labs also stewards the early stage startup accelerator called Founders Forge. This is an 8 to 12 week synchronous program where the most promising projects from our hackathon are passed into this rigorous accelerator that offers mentorship, a detailed curriculum, workshops, integration support, networking support. There's funding from Protocol Labs, connection to investors. We have a demo day, which the entire program culminates into, where you get to pitch in front of investors and get investment. So really that pipeline from hackathon to accelerator to demo day and investment is something that I would love to see more builders start to think about with their projects. Like, how can I turn this from a hackathon prototype into a full-fledged business? So just here to highlight that, maybe we could go back really quickly for everyone to scan that QR. If you didn't get a chance to take a picture, I will be around in our Discord. All the details are there on this page on DevSpot for you to quickly sign up and get cracking on your project. If you didn't get a chance to build during Innovation Sandbox and you're like, whoa, I really want to contribute, then you also have the opportunity to do that because we accommodate new projects as well. So thank you so much for your time, and congrats again to all the winners.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming on. It's a great opportunity. All right. I will catch you later, Neema. There you go. And that concludes it. So that's it on a 21-day sprint, starting in January 26th until February 16th. It's been a great experience in all of this. I see a lot of you projects in the chat. I'm so happy that you participated and contributed. Do reach out. I encourage you to reach out directly. Really want to make the most of the projects that did submit and were in this hackathon. I think a lot of them had potential. I think, yeah, and I think, sorry, I do need to go take a nap. Anyways, and finally, join the Legion. So if you scan that QR code, you will join NIR's community. You'll mint an SBT. You'll be able to vote on the community projects. We do have a lot more planned for continuing the projects that came in from this hackathon. And then finally, if you are going to NIRCon in San Francisco on February 23rd and 24th, I think it is, Monday and Tuesday, I'll see you then. So thank you again, everybody, for tuning in. That concludes this presentation, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.